Again, good morning, dear students. Now we will go ahead. We will see the new changes in the society. Till now, you have understood the liberals, radicals, and conservative. There are three groups of people who wanted to change the society. They wanted to bring the democracy. They wanted to bring the constitutional body. They wanted to overthrow the dynasty rulers, monarchy. Now we will see the industrial society and social change. It was a time of profound social and economic changes. It was a time when new cities came up and new industrialization region developed. Railways expanded and the industrial revolution occurred. This is the time of 18th century when industrial revolution took place in all of the world, especially in Europe. With the advent of the machinery and railway, there was a need of the coal industry, iron industry and steel industry. So the worker was coming from the countryside into the cities. City was overcrowded. They were in need of the more housing, more sanitation, more hygiene. So this was the problem which was supposed to come in the post industrial period in the cities in Europe. This was supposed to be come very soon. So industrialization brought men and women and children to factories. Work hours were often long and wages were poor. Unemployment was common, particularly during the times of low demand of the industrial goods. Housing and sanitation were the problems since towns were growing rapidly. Almost all industry were the property of individuals. Means almost all industry was a private industry. They belongs to a person or a group of person owners who give low wages to the workers and earn a huge profit from their work. Liberal radicals themselves were often property owners and employers. This is all about the industrial society and social change. I have tell you I have put up the scenario of the industry and industrial revolution of that era. The coming of socialism to Europe. Now your topic in real sense start from here. Up till now you were in the background of the Europe and society and people condition, industrial condition, social condition and social changes whatever seems to be brought by the people. ये सब आपको भूमिका बनाई जा रही थी. अब आइए सोशलिज्म इन यूरोप में कि अब आप समझ गए हैं कि अब क्या होना है. By the mid 19th century in Europe, socialism was a well-known body of the ideas that attracted widespread attention. Mid 19 means 1950 तक 1850 तक सबको मालूम चल गया सोशलिज्म क्या है. Socialists were against the private property. First significant feature of socialist is the against the private property. प्राइवेट किसी एक आदमी प्रॉपर्टी किसी एक आदमी के हाथ न रहे, इसी के वो हमेशा खिलाफ थे. एंड सो इट एज द रूट ऑफ ऑल सोशल इल्स ऑफ द टाइम. उनको लगता था अगर किसी एक आदमी के हाथ में पूरी ज़मीन प्रॉपर्टी चली जाएगी तो वही सबसे बड़ा कारण होगा समाज में बुराइयाँ फैलाने का. वाई इंडिविजुअल ओन द प्रॉपर्टी that gave employment, but the propertied were concerned only with the personal gains, not with the welfare of those who made the property productive. क्यों सोशलिस्ट लोग प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी के खिलाफ थे? क्योंकि उनका ये मानना था कि जो प्रॉपर्टी प्राइवेट है, जो प्रॉफिट होगा वो भी किसी प्राइवेट आदमी को मिलेगा, जबकि प्रॉफिट बनाने वाला वो आदमी है जिसको उसका कोई फ़ायदा उस प्रॉपर्टी में होता ही नहीं. इसलिए उसके खिलाफ थे कि जो कुछ भी प्रॉफिट बनता है उसका हिस्सेदारी उस आदमी को मिलता ही नहीं है जिसने उस प्रॉपर्टी से फ़ायदा किसी एक आदमी को दिलवाया है जो कि उसका ओनर है. So if society as a whole rather than single individual control property, more attention would be paid to collective social interest. Okay, they were of the view that if the property belongs to a society rather than an individual, किसी एक आदमी का ना हो करके वो सब लोगों का हो जाए, तो जो इसके फ़ायदे होंगे वो समाज में सबको बराबर मिलेंगे. इस तरह से समाज में सबका हित होगा, किसी एक आदमी को अमीर नहीं बनाया जाए बल्कि सबको कुछ कुछ मिले, तो सबकी स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग बढ़ेगी, सब लोग अच्छे हो जाएंगे। ऐसे कोई समाज में एक ही अमीर होता था और सोशलिस्ट सिस्टम अपनाया जाए तो सबके सब अमीर हो जाएंगे, किसी को दुखी नहीं रहेगा, सबके सब आगे बढ़ेंगे। Socialists wanted this change and campaigned for it. So socialists wanted such change and they were campaigning for it. उन्होंने स्टार्ट कर दिया पूरे यूरोप में इस तरह का चेंज होना चाहिए। Socialists had different vision of futures, believed in the idea of cooperatives. Few socialists wanted that a cooperative society should be run by the people. These cooperatives were to be association of people who produce goods together with and divide the profit according to the work done by members. So the cooperative society बने who should be owner of all the property and profit of the property should be share according to the work done by members. इस तरह का कुछ उनका सोच था। Now the one of the great socialist reformer, revolution bringing and profounder of socialist theory, कार्ल मार्क्स, आप कह सकते हैं सोशलिज्म और इसके प्रवक्ता या इस थ्योरी को आगे बढ़ाने वाले, इस थ्योरी को बहुत ज़्यादा फेमस करने में जो इसका सबसे बड़ा काम रहा वो है हमारे कार्ल मार्क्स जी, 1818 to 1883। कार्ल मार्क्स एंड फ्रेडरिक एंजल्स added other ideas to this body of argument. Karl Marx argued that industrial society was capitalist, पूंजीवादी, जिन जो इंडस्ट्रियल सोसाइटी है वो पूंजीवादी, उन्हीं के पास सारा पैसा है। Capitalist owned the capital invested in the factories and the profit of capitalist was produced by workers. The condition of workers could not improve as long as this profit was accumulated by the private capitalist. So you see that Karl Marx was of view that the industry was in hand of a private individual and profit was made by the workers. So condition of worker cannot be improved till the profit is shared with वर्कर्स। उनका मानना था ये जो फैक्ट्री है उसका कोई एक मालिक है और सारा प्रॉफिट पहुंचाने का काम वर्कर करता है, लेकिन सारा प्रॉफिट अपने पास मालिक रख लेता है और वर्कर को उसमें से कुछ नहीं मिलता। तो वर्कर की कंडीशन तभी इम्प्रूव होगी जब वो प्रॉफिट शेयर होगा। वर्कर्स हैड टू ओवरथ्रो कैपिटलिज्म Workers had to overthrow capitalism and the rule of private property. Marx believed that to free themselves from capitalist exploitation, workers had to construct a radically socialist society where all properties was socially controlled. वो जो बात मैंने आपको कही वही बात आ रही है कि समाज से पूंजीपतियों को, कैपिटलिस्ट को हटा देना और सारी संपत्ति जो भी है वो लोगों में बांट देना, so that control of all the work or the property should be in the hand of society. This would be a communist society. उनके हिसाब से इसको बोलते हैं, इस तरह की सोसाइटी को बोलेंगे कम्युनिस्ट सोसाइटी। He was convinced that workers would triumph in their conflict with capitalists. A communist society was the natural society of the future. He was of the view that once a time battle will happen in the future, and in that the peasant will win over the industrialist or capitalist, and the society which will be formed after that will be a communist society, that will be a natural society of the future. But till now the dream has not come to be true of the Karl Marx society. अभी तक ऐसा हो नहीं पाया है। Support for socialism. By the 1870s, socialist idea spread through the Europe. To coordinate their efforts, socialists formed an international body, namely the Second International. Day by day, the socialism and its concept was spreading throughout Europe, and they have formed a society named the Second International. Workers in England and Germany began forming associations to fight for better living and working conditions. They set up funds to help members in times of distress and demanded a reduction of working hours and right to vote. In Germany, this association worked closely with Social Democratic Party and helped it win parliamentary seat. So you are seeing that in Germany, socialism is spreading its wing. In 1905, Socialist and Trade Union formed a Labour Party in Britain and a Socialist Party in France. So till here in this video, thank you.